Hey guys, it's David Kingston. I want to give you some insights as to why I think the way I do, or why I've asked the questions I've asked. So martial arts has been an interesting part of my life. So I've been involved in two styles. I've been in Taekwondo, Free Taekwondo, achieved a level of black belt, and then Wing Chun, Kung Fu. I couldn't even tell you what it was. I think it was some green sash with a few red stripes. I've got a purple sash on because I love purple. I'm going to give you a look at something that, I don't know, it tweaked something in me. This is part of the Silenteo form, which I forget parts of. I learned from doing Wing Chun was part of that form that I showed, which many parts are wrong in that. It's been a while since I've done it. There's one part we used to do a lot, and it was this part. Moving your hand like it's a stick, like it's in water. So you bring it back, and then as the energy pushes out, my hand does that. As the energy pulls it back, my hand does that. So seeing how energy flows. But we'd do it so slow. From here, taking as long as we could. You know, if you take a minute, more if you could, the slower the better. From here to there was a movement. What I found when I've done that was that mind thinks in such big chunks. So the efficient thing to do, I want to take my hand from there to there, is move it there. Take my hand to there, bring it back. To slow it down that much does something to you. And I think these are the things that are in Tai Chi, which I experienced for my first time. In a real way. I've always done my own version. Yesterday I done 2 courses of Tai Chi. Yoga, these places of stillness, of quiet, of emptiness. There are opportunities I'm finding in my life with money, with things. As things disappear, as the bank balance has gone to zero, you start to notice things there that you weren't seeing when life was so busy, when life was so fast. So there are analogies within martial arts. So when you're going slow, your brain actually, at the start, because I knew the goal was to be as slow as I could to get out there, you're either stopped or you're going. So you'd actually go, I'm going too fast, so I'd stop and wait a little bit. And then you go a bit, and then you realise you're going too fast, and you stop, and I found it a little while before I got a smooth flow of incrementally moving a tiny, tiny amount all the time. continuously moving forward, never stopping, but as slowly as I could. The other movement we do to develop the speed and the punch was this move, just rolling your hand. So Wing Chun was to punch at the bottom knuckles. A lot of stuff about force and where it's going, straight through your wrist and out of here. So the move was we'd get a pad and just roll our hand on. Roll our hand on. Loose, letting the energy be loose, flow, and focusing it at one point. So, in order to be fast, in order to create force, I learned that by being extremely slow, by being extremely gentle. So from slow and gentle, force is generated. So a typical punch, I've been taught, you know, for a boxing style punch, you're sort of punching from as far back as you can and throwing that punch. Wing Chun taught me that I can generate the same force from a much shorter distance. And I'm going to give you a demonstration with, I'll hit something. So we'll sort that out later because you might be going, well, it seems fast, but how much has it got? Force equals mass times acceleration, that's science. So force is the ability to move something, to push any energy against it and make it go somewhere. Mass is the thing that which you're moving, so in this case it's my arm, my body. Acceleration is how fast is it increasing in speed. So some punches might start fast and can sometimes be tight, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of aggression. Be angry, be tight, okay? And angry and tight is the opposite of how I've learned to do these punches. So what I was doing before is called continuous punching. It comes from letting go. It comes from a place of, I'm not trying to go, I'm not forcing these punches. I allow these punches, I get better at them, so they go. I've been off work for 10 months, and I haven't been doing Wing Chun punches. I started doing these again the other day, so hopefully I can get better at them. But, so, like I said, that's what I sort of want to show you, that opposite thing. That to make force, to be fast, the way to learn that was to be slow, to be gentle. Like I said, so in my life, it's introduced me to that, yin and yang. We've all seen it, I don't know if everybody knows what it is, but there's a black and a white side, the opposite. And within the opposite exists a portion of the other side. No one's told me this, I've not really read it, but I'm very, I skim across life and I notice things and I grab the bits I like and I sort of put my slant on it. I sort of take my interpretation of it, but this is what works for me. So, but then the yin and yang theory, and with what I've seen in martial arts, I've sort of gone, if there's something that I want to understand, maybe I need to understand the opposite. And sometimes the way this can help you in life is if you are standing in front of a person who has a point of view which looks black to your white point of view, there may be an opportunity for you, and I absolutely guarantee you that there is, to attempt to stand in his shoes and view the situation from his perspective. So I've learned that to every situation, to every circumstance, to every opinion, there is an opposite to that. and neither one is right or wrong. There is an opportunity for you to look from another's point of view. That which you are trying to achieve, if you want to understand how to be wealthy, maybe to understand the value of money, to understand what it's like to not have money, maybe a clue. I'll let you know, because I'm riding in the bottom side of that game at the moment. But intuitively I've been guided here, and I believe that the place I've created, the circumstance I've created, which has all been motivated from my heart, all been motivated by what feels right, what feels good. And I've noticed that I am guided. There is something, call it gut instinct, divine will, universal God, call it what you like, something is influencing me towards something. And that something is often against what feels like my will, often against what feels like my logical choice. So it's like this little battle that's going on in me with logic, and this is what you should do, and there is another side to that, which is that which feels right. So guys, that's a little bit of an insight of how I've started on some of my path and some of the things I've learned, and I will keep posting little things. Hopefully they'll provoke you. Wing Chun. It's awesome. It's good fun. And these things that we do, these suits that we wear in life, I'm going to show you some things as we go along. The I am statements in our lives. I'll talk to you about that maybe tomorrow. Because this is something that the intelligent being that guides me chooses to do. So this is not David Kingston. There's a character that I play with, and I have a lot of fun. Because sometimes I'm this, sometimes I'm a dad. I'm always a dad. Sometimes I'm somebody's partner, lover. Sometimes I'm somebody's friend. Sometimes I'm the guy that plays guitar. But just be careful, guys, because your ego can lead you to believe that that is who you are. And that is selling you way short, because when you understand the power that you have and the brilliance that you have and that you are made perfect, and there's nothing you can do. You're not working up to something. You're not adding a collection of, I got a black belt, and I've got a cool motorbike, and I was good at school. These things, when we think we add them up, I've got a house, I've got an investment house. Okay, these things are great, they're good experiences, and that's a good thing, that's a happy life, that's a great life. But if you're feeling the gap of something's missing, that is the realisation that none of those things could ever add to what you already are. And the gap you're feeling is not noticing the infinite potential that is already you, perfect as you are, perfect as you were born. My name's David Kingston. Have a great day. Welcome to the life industry. I think I'm half crazy too, so